So this is part one of instructions to build the U-turn signaling system for your glove. It's a turn signal for cyclists. What's cool about it is it works on accelerometer technology. So if you have your hand in any position other than a left or right turn signal, the lights shouldn't activate. So if you look, you're going left, it'll indicate a left arrow. If you're going right, it'll indicate a right arrow. This is all controlled by Arduino open source parts that you can order through sparkfun.com. And today we're going to go through the parts list and some basic wiring instructions. Anyone who has some familiarity with Arduino and wiring and soldering should be able to take it from here. If anyone needs the code, I'll provide my email at the end of the video. So the very first part on here is the LilyPad power supply. It uses a AAA battery. It's this part here on the bottom of the glove. The next is the Arduino Pro Mini 3.3 volt. That's important. And that's the blue chip. You can see inside of the Altoids can. The ADXL335 accelerometer is the red chip. Are you getting there? Mm-hmm. LilyPad yellow LEDs. They come in a pack of 5, so you need 3 packs. They're $5 a piece, so it ends up being $14.85 for the lights, and that's what you see here along the Velcro strips. FTDI basic breakout is this guy. There are other versions. This is a 5 volt, technically not supposed to be used with this chip, but the chip has an onboard power regulator, so it's not a problem. And you'll also need this cable. It's a USB A to mini B cable. The glove I got at Dick's Sporting Goods was $15. And you'll also need breakaway headers. They're little metal pins that you solder into the Arduino. And they're all the way, the little pins down there at the bottom, you solder into the bottom of the board. The total for all the parts comes out to be around $112, and that's not including shipping. You usually pay $3 to $5 for shipping, depending on the size of the order. So I'm going to erase this. If you need to get these part numbers, just back up your video and press pause. Okay, so the diagram I'm going to draw today is very basic. If you have a little bit of knowledge about soldering and how to use these chips, you should be fine. The pin headers are the pins in the pin connectors I use are the ones I use for my code. So if you want to just copy my code directly, you'll need to use these pins. But like I said, if you know what you're doing, you can feel free to switch the pins around. So this will be the That's going to be the accelerometer, the red chip. This is going to be the Pro Mini, 3.3 volt. I'm just going to call this, these are going to be the light arrays. And we'll just put the power source over here. So the very first wiring step you're going to want to take is the voltage in on the accelerometer will go to pin 12. And when you're looking at the board, you'll see there's holes all along the sides of the board. I'm not going to talk about them all. I'm just going to talk about the ones that I used. Your 6-pin header will go down here. That's 6. So you'll voltage in from your board to the V on the accelerometer chip. The next spot is the ground. Comes down to the ground over here. You want then you have the X, Y, and Z connectors. X goes to A1 Y goes to A2, and Z, you might have guessed, goes to A3. Voltage source on the board goes to the positive connector on the battery. Pin 11 goes out to the positive side of this light array. Pin 9 goes to the positive side of this light array. And pin 7 goes to the positive side of this light array. For grounding, I ran one solid ground all the way around the lights and out to the power source. And additionally, there's another ground on this side of the board that comes out of the power source. So if you understood half of what I talked about here and you know a little bit about these parts, you should be able to put one together. I'm also going to be working on a step-by-step, as-I-go video series once I get the first shipment of parts in. So if you'd like me to build one of these for you, you can reach me at jack@motion-dynamic.com. I'll send you the parts list, the code, and any advice or help that you need to build one of these on your own. Since I already have some of the cables and the FTDI adapters, if you want me to build one for you, the cost ends up being around $93. I'm doing it completely for cost, and then we work out shipping later. So if you have any comments or questions, feel free to email me at this address, and thanks for watching.